This is a home-style Mauritian fried rice that we make here at my mum's house. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how we make a Mauritian classic called girifria, which means fried rice. We're going to make it with chicken. So in here I've got some chicken, which we've chopped. I've got around 400 grams. I've got some black pepper. Sorry, the sun's coming in, so let me just move this slightly. I've got some chopped cabbage. I've got white onions, some chopped carrots, 3 eggs, trusty old garlic and ginger in our lovely plastic pots, some sweet corn, and here I've got oyster sauce, oil and soy sauce. I've got some salt, this is corn flour, just a teaspoon, some spring onions, and I've got some old rice or pre-cooked rice. So this is perfect for when you've got leftover rice and you want to make something really, really delicious. So we've got all of those ingredients, and I think I've said black pepper, but if not, I'll say it again. So those are the ingredients that we need to make this recipe. So first thing I need to do is just season the chicken. So we're going to add the cornstarch straight into the chicken. I'm going to add some salt, just a little bit. And then I've got some pepper. And then finally I'm going to add in some soy sauce. Oh, it went everywhere, never mind. One-handed. And then we're just going to mix this all around. Get this all mixed. And then we're going to fry this off. So we're using a big pot to cook in, so a big karahi. And the first thing is to add the oil. And we're going to sizzle off the chicken. So the chicken that we've just seasoned, that's going to go straight in. That's going to go straight into the pan, and we're going to fry that off. Just like that. So we're going to wait until that completely sears off. We want to cook it through, and then we'll be adding the other ingredients after. Okay, so this is now cooked through, and all we're going to do is switch the heat off, and I'm going to take this chicken out and leave it on the pan on the side over here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to then fry off all the veg separately and then reintroduce the chicken later. Okay, so we're putting the heat back on and a little extra oil, and don't worry about all these bits in the pan because they'll come off when we're cooking anyway, and that's got all the flavour. So we're now going to add in the carrots. And we're going to add in all the vegetables at this stage. So we've got our sweet corn that's going to go in. And we've got our cabbage that's going to go in as well. And then we've got some spring onion that we're going to chop. And just stir that all around. And we just want to make sure we soften it just a little bit. So as we're frying this down, I'm just going to now add in some of the onions and let that fry off. And I've got some of the garlic ginger paste that I'm going to add in. I'm going to add around a good teaspoon, a little bit more actually. And we're going to let that soften and fry down. We want to take off the rawness from the carrots. And once that's done, we can then put that to one side as well. Okay, so this is cooked down enough, and the carrots are now cooked through. So we're just going to take this off the heat as well and pour them into the pan with the chicken. Right, so now we're just going to get our pan back on, and we're going to add in our rice, which is going to get fried off. And it's really important that the rice is cold. It has to be cold rice for this to work. Okay, so now goes in all the vegetables. And the chicken as well, everything's getting put in. And this is where the rice starts to fry off. And then in goes our soy sauce. And then our oyster sauce as well, which gives a lovely rich flavour. So now we're just going to crack some eggs. We've got 3 eggs here. And we're going to whisk them up because it's going to be part of our sort of eggy part of the fried rice. We actually turn it into an omelette. This is how we do it at home. And to that, we're just going to add a little bit of soy sauce. So it adds some flavour to the eggs. So in here we've just got our frying pan, and this is our kind of egg pan that we're going to use. We've just added a little bit of oil to there already, and we're going to make sure that that's kind of almost smoking before we add it, so it can get really fluffy very, very quickly. So the egg's now cooked. Don't worry too much about it breaking up because we're actually going to chop this and add it to our fried rice afterwards. So we're just going to take out all the pieces, and it sort of gets kind of finely chopped anyway. So don't worry about being a perfect egg master for this. Right, so we're back to the egg, and Mum's just going to chop this up a little bit into small pieces. And we've also chopped up the spring onion as well. And what we're going to do is hold back a little bit of spring onion and a little bit of omelette as our garnish, but the rest of it goes straight into the pan. So this is still frying off, if you can see. And we're just going to add in some of our egg. And then finally in our spring onions. And we've done them quite chunky, so you get lovely green bits when you're eating, which is kind of really fresh. This is so traditional on the streets. It's such a classic street food. My favourite place to have min frère is in Bellemare Place. There's this really lovely kind of street vendor, the best way to describe it, with a little hut, who makes amazing fried rice on the beach. So I love going there and having it. So that's it, guys. That is finished. So it's got all the lovely carrots, you've got the chicken, you've got the spring onions, all the lovely flavour, and that's as easy as it is. We're just going to portion up a little bit so you can see what it looks like as a portion, which will end up being mine and my mum's lunch today. And there you have it. This is our chicken fried rice. Super easy, nice and quick if you've got leftover rice and loads of leftover vegetables in your fridge. It's a perfect way to use it all up. There we go. So I'm just going to take that bowl from my mum. Oh, we're going to garnish it first. So we've got some egg and our spring onions. And there we go. How good does that look, guys? Oh my goodness. That looks so, so nice. Right, make sure you try this video or this recipe. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Let me know what else you want us to show you how to cook. And I hope you love this recipe as much as we do. This is a home-style Mauritian fried rice that we make here at my mum's house. And, looks good. Thanks, guys. See you later. See you next week.